Okay, and we are live on the Live Master Showcase. I'm your Live Master Chavez. I'm super excited to bring you two amazing people, a power couple, Michael and Alina. They are authors and they're very inspirational. I've had the pleasure to meet and work with them over the last month or so, and we're going to showcase them today. They're going to tell their stories about a couple books they have written and some exciting projects that they're working on. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the Live Master Showcase. I'm really excited. So what I'll do is I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves real quick in no particular order. And then I'm going to start inviting some folks to come and take a look at this. And we'll have some questions for you to see what you're up to that can help some of the people that are going to be checking this video out. Sound cool?
Perfect.
All right.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Alina Yukas, and I am the co-founder of Final Step International. And I'm a hypnotherapist and a practitioner. And what we do is we help individuals, CEOs, and small to medium-sized businesses work through their unwanted behaviors, and also which includes anger management, addiction, among other things. Your turn.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Oden, founder of Final Step International. We've been doing this since 2013, January. And I've interviewed over 12,000 individuals. I've heard almost every story you can imagine. I got about 40,000 hours of session time. And went through that, I wrote a book called When Nobody's Home. And then a workbook, what is that called? When Nobody's Home, Understanding Human Behavior. And what we do is we make sense of any unwanted behavior so you can change it to empower you to become the person you always wanted to be. But you just didn't have the tools or the insight to understand that because you're in the ring. And so what we do is we pull you out of the ring to get you to see what needs to be changed and give you the tools to do that.
Awesome. Really cool. So I've already had the pleasure to kind of hear a little bit of your backstory on why you guys got started and doing what you're doing. What is it that inspired you to write? Also, I'm going to start with you, Michael, because your story is really cool, and the book that you wrote When Nobody's Home. What inspired you to write this book?
Well, as a former probation officer, I had the opportunity to meet many individuals who were in the judicial system and arrested for drug and alcohol. That was my caseload. And I wanted to uncover the reasons why they kept doing this unwanted behavior, this destructive behavior of drinking and drugs and the crime. And what it boils down to after many years of interviewing and talking to these individuals was that there was nobody home, meaning there wasn't a parent there to really give them to meet their needs as children. And when you miss that, then you gain attention elsewhere, or you try to get those needs met in a destructive manner, or you use drugs and alcohol to escape the pain that a parent has abandoned you. And I thought it'd be important, something. I got to get people to read this book, because if there are 24 million Americans who have a drug issue and they're CEOs, even though you may be successful on the outside, inside you're still torn up about what wasn't said to you or done to you to make you, this whole human being. And the book to me was a way to get it out there in a bigger spectrum.
Okay, cool. So what led you down? I mean, what specific things or modalities do you specifically use to help your clients overcome some of these issues?
I went to grad school and to get a master's in psychology and counseling and become a marriage and family therapist. I am trained. However, I decided to create my own called the needs-based method. And I found that it happened to be more effective because it got to the root of the issue and it got the client to see what they were not getting from certain individuals and how they impacted that.
Yeah, because a lot of the things that we're going through as far as being upset or stressed is because it's really core from being a little kid throwing a fit because we don't get what we want. And then as we get older, if we don't know how to deal with that, it causes a lot of destructive behavior, right?
Exactly, yes. And we don't understand how we bring our childhood survival tactics into the adult world.
Yeah, it's really deep. And you and I we talked about that when we talked, because that's how I think we were able to connect. Because, I look back on my childhood, and for the longest time, I thought it was not a very good thing. But then once I changed my perception about it, and I think that's kind of where you guys really specialize on helping people, right? Is changing their perspective on their past. Is that a really cornerstone of what you guys do?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because what we do is we give the past meaning, and the meaning could be detrimental to your social and emotional development.
Shifting mindset.
Yeah. So shifting your mindset. So the whole idea is not to blame the individuals who are unable to meet your needs, but to understand them and have empathy for them.
That makes
They're
sense.
not the bad guy, they're not the good guy, they're just the guy or the gal.
Right.
Who are human. People gotta remember that.
Yeah. And we all process and deal with stuff separately.
Right.
So what kind of other projects are you working on besides the book? Alina, I know that you are working on a book as well. And the title of the book, is it called Own Your Own Dreams? Own Your Dreams, right?
Own Your Dreams, yes. So I'm co-author with 20 other authors. And Les Brown's daughter, Ona Brown, is one of the other authors. Les Brown did our foreword. And it's about the same thing. So it's about my journey, how with our process, our 7-step process, which is something that we walk all of our clients through and something that we have developed in the needs-based method, I was able to overcome my past, my childhood, and be able to move forward after 47 years of holding on to it. And mine had manifested into fibromyalgia. And with our process, I was able to, work through it and realize that my dis-ease was caused by my childhood. And so once I was able to get that out of my system, I am no longer on medication. And with all of the techniques that I have learned, and also with hypnotherapy and NLP, I'm happy to say that I'm about 85% pain-free. And when I do have pain, I'm able to work through it with breathing exercises, hypnotherapy. And so that's what my chapter 11, is about.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because now I have this new saying that once you heal your mind, you can heal your body.
Yep.
And it's just the craziest thing to me. And I do the same thing with Michael. It's like I hypnotize him for certain things.
Eating at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and it's
so wait, hold on a second. We have two people that know how to hypnotize people talking to each other. I mean, what does that? What those conversations must be very interesting. I'm just kidding. No, but I wanted to touch on something real quick that you had mentioned about how, through this process, this needs-based process, figuring out these things that you thought you may have needed, and for some reason you didn't get them, and then change your perspective. How it can really change your health, right? Because the number one killer is heart disease, and the number one cause of heart disease is stress. Besides diet, right? Diet's pretty close, right up there, but stress is right there with diet. Is a contributing factor to heart disease, and that kills a lot of people. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, right? Underneath, there's so many other, like you said, fibromyalgia, and then all these other things. Yeah, the stress. Your body doesn't know how to. I heard a pastor say one time that when you swallow your problems, your stomach keeps score.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so that's really cool that you hit on that. So what else are you guys doing? What other projects are you guys doing? Workshops, programs, anything that you guys have to offer folks?
Yeah, we have a 6-week program coming up, and actually we're just decided to do it for free. We were going to charge, so we just decided to do it for free because of this whole COVID thing, and we've noticed that divorce rate is up, domestic violence is up, addiction is up, and now with the kids having to be at home, and because it's really affecting our own life because of my daughters, they're having to deal with homeschooling and stuff. We decided that we're going to offer it for free. So we are having a 6-week emotional architect. That's what we're going to call it. So it's an emotional architect workshop that we're going to be teaching for free for 6 weeks. We're going to start in October, and We haven't decided what date because as we get the sign-ups, we're just going to see what works best for the group. And so what it is just teaching the enrollees how to set an emotional foundation to strengthen them to be able to help their families, their jobs, working from home, being able to juggle the kids, relationship, their jobs, because it's a lot of stuff going on. So we're pretty excited about it. And we're excited about it for free, at no cost. So.
Yeah. So just let me know as soon as possible what the date is so I can help get the word out for you guys.
Yeah.
Because, once you build it, they will come. So, they will come. And then it sounds to me like you're going to have a community. You're building a community as well, like a Facebook group or something like that to support.
Absolutely, yeah. So we started. We have a Facebook group. It's Final Step International, and then we have a Facebook page, Final Step International. So throughout all social media is Final Step International. So
Okay.
yes, we got our act together now, and the YouTube.
Okay, and your YouTube. Okay, so we'll make sure that after this broadcast, you guys put your all your links in the comments for everyone to follow you that sees this page or sees this broadcast, for your group too. And then I'm sure you'll have updated information with the dates on when you're going to launch this thing in October, right? In the group.
It's going to be every Thursday. The only thing we don't know is what time, because I want to make sure it works for the parents, really, once they get the kids ready for school, but it's going to be definitely on Thursday. So our commitment is going to be on a Thursday.
Okay, cool. All right. It would now what if you guys share an example of a quick exercise that you would do that would help one of your clients maybe just change their state of mind, like something they could do where they're just like, okay, I gotta figure out something to get out of this funk right now, this mood. What's something that like a go-to that you always share with people?
Well, we'll give you two. I'll give you mine, and because the combo of the my needs based and her hypnotherapy is a good combination. One is ask yourself this one question: what need am I not getting in this situation? What am I not getting? And let's say you're not being heard. Let's say you're not getting respect. Let's say you're not getting validated, or you're not getting consistency. At least now you can connect that need to an emotion. Why that emotion rises up: frustration, anger, hostility, whatever the case may be. This is why you're hostile, because that need is not met. When you do that, what you can now that you talked about it, you go, whew, okay, that's why I'm upset. Then you can go like this: request it. How do I get that need met? And then with that alone will probably dissipate 40 to 50% of your anxiety or your frustration. Just understanding why you're angry or why that emotion showed up.
Yeah.
So that's one.
That's really cool. Yeah. Well, that's really it's so basic. Like what am I? Yeah, you already have grasped the concept that I'm upset about something. Like you've already told yourself that. But what is it that I'm not getting that's making me upset? I like that. You're searching.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one that I love the best is like shifting mindsets. And what I is when you are in a state that I want to say depression, anxiety, is the best thing to do is close your eyes and think about that one moment in your life that you were either on vacation or your greatest moment or your happiest moment, your Zen moment, and just close your eyes and you take a deep breath, you inhale 5 to the count of 5, you hold it to the count of 5, and you exhale to the count of 5 while you're visualizing that moment. And you do that 2 to 3 times, and the difference is night and day. And that's also one of the biggest tips that I have for reducing blood pressure. So if your blood pressure is high, and when you go to the doctors, your blood pressure is high, and then the doctor gets all, and the next thing they want to do is give you medicine, just ask them, no, let me just do a quick meditation. And then you do that, and then have them take your blood pressure will drop incredibly.
I think it's incredible the way God created our minds to only be able to think about one thing at a time. Yeah. Really. So we have now, if we know that we have that ability, that's as crazy and amazing as our brains are and creative as they are, it's only one thing at a time that's a thought, right? In there.
So it's amazing to me. I'm telling you, I have been in the medical field for 34 years, and once I discovered, like, the needs methodology, we've been taught it to our grandson is 9 years old now. We taught him when he was 18 months. Now he holds it against us because he's always telling us what he's needing, and it is just so unreal to see it actually manifesting as he's getting older, and he's so good at it.
Well, but it's good though that I'm sitting here thinking about how I'm going to start talking to my kids about this when they start throwing a fit, thinking, okay, okay, but then it goes, okay, they think this is what they need, but is it what you need or is it what you want, right?
There's a distinction.
Yeah, the distinction is huge, right? Is I have a roof over my head, I have clothes on my back, I have food in my tummy, and I have people that love me. Everything else is just right. Those to me, everything else is wants. So I mean, and I like to differentiate because it was funny how you were saying, yeah, need, right? Your grandson is funny.
Yeah, but there's a list, and that's what we tell him. And, we break it down to his language. And so it's funny because then he thinks about it. Like now he thinks about it. He goes, yeah, I just want it.
So let me ask you guys this, and I would like for both of you guys to answer this. What do you think the biggest misconception is about what it is that you guys do? Because with the NLP and hypnosis and all that, what do you think the biggest misconception is with what it is that you guys do?
If you have an answer, answer.
Yeah, with me is that people believe that hypnosis is something that will make you do something that you don't want to do. And the truth is, you cannot be hypnotized unless you want to.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not willing to be hypnotized, it does not work. Because really, all hypnosis is your subconscious level. It just brings it out. So it's subconsciously, you don't want to lose weight. I can hypnotize you until I'm blue in the face, but you're not going to lose weight. So you need to want it in order for it to work.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if I wanted to work, and you hypnotize me, I still have to believe that process is going to work for it to work, right? Because if I want to lose weight and I'll try anything. I'll let Alina hypnotize me, but I don't think it's going to work. But I'll try.
Yeah.
Your mind really has to be open for the seed to be planted, for that thought change to grow, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Michael? What do you think the biggest misconception is? Or
I don't know if I have a misconception. We have an issue.
Okay, let's hear this. This sounds better.
We have a situation.
Okay.
Our method can be used all over in almost any situation. I say almost any situation can be used. You can use it in family-owned businesses because get the family who's arguing and the family have a lot of conflict. We can give you answers for that. We can give you answers to the executive who may be running the company, but he's stressing, he's drinking on the side that nobody knows about. Right? That applies to that. We can apply it to relationships. We can apply it to individual and personal development. Yeah. How do you want to become a better person? We just had two people hire me because they want to stop this thing they're doing because they can't take it anymore. And to them, so far, it's been worth it because now they're getting the answers to their behavior. So now they have the opportunity and the insight to change. And that's now we're going to do the change thing. And you got to remember, people have been doing behavior for their whole lives. And they call me or call us to help them. I said, remember, you've been doing it for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. It's going to take time to rewire you to change, to have a different behavior, but it can be done. Mm-hmm. So if there's a situation with ours, our problem is almost anybody can use it in any situation. Mm-hmm. And that's where our difficulty comes in because, well, we can do that, instead of picking one thing that we can do and stick to it. And then grow from there.
Yeah, it's hard to find like a niche market. Like I would say, find your niche, find your beachhead. I mean, anybody could use it. And I think the biggest misconception is when we started, we were focusing on helping those with drug and alcohol because that was near and dear to my heart from my experience as a child. And so now we're known like, for drug and alcohol, like people that help others with drug and alcohol. So it's kind of hard to shift it to mindset or to behavior. So we're going through that transition. We've been going through that transition for the past 2 to 3 years. And even the book, we had to have it like recover in order to show the difference between, what we really do versus before they always said that it was more for drug and alcohol, more for addiction. So we're really going through the changes just to show that no, we are really, it's behavior.
Yeah.
We're working with behavior. Yeah. So any type of behavior issue that you're having, we could help you with. Like I said before, anger, domestic violence. So like Michael said, we could plug it in on anything. And on top of that, we have an 85% success rate. 85% of our clients, like literally, they shift their behavior, their mindset. So it's kind of hard because then you get, AA that is what, 4 point something percent?
No.
It's less, right? 5%?
There's a lot of controversial. Well, see, they have a philosophy that you're broken and you need to be fixed, which is not that in itself. It lets you think that there's something wrong with you. Well,
Right.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with any of us. It's just we all come to the world the same way, and then it's our environment and how we've been treated is going to affect us to create. And we're not broken. We don't need to be fixed. We just need to change our perceptions and how we've been treated in the world, how the world has treated us. And that's my opinion for what it's worth.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, on that, thank you. Because when you heal someone, you don't need to use the alternative substances to alter your reality. You're happy. You don't need to. I don't need to do it. I'm happy. I got my kids, I'm family, whatever. I'm happy with myself. I'm good. But if I'm not, then that drug or alcohol is a great escape for me.
Well, it's a dangerous thing to think that when you need to be fixed, then that you're going to be always seeking to fill a void that you think needs to be taken care of. Right. Well, when you have the realization that you have everything that you need to have everything that you want, and you've had it since the day you've been born, in the moment when you were born as a baby and you came out of your mom, you had everything that you needed, right? Because you had your mom, hopefully, or right. If you didn't, then you wherever you were, they put you somewhere where you were taken care of. So you had everything from the beginning, and you've always had it. So, yeah, it's pretty deep. We can go. I know we
could go in for days on this.
Get off the train.
And you guys are amazing. And like I said, so I just want to make sure that we keep everybody updated so they can take advantage of this course that you're going to release next month. And
so I can tell you right now, I didn't realize I had my glasses on and the calendar in front of me. So we are starting on Thursday, October the 1st.
Okay.
And right now we have it set for 10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So you could hit us up on Facebook, on our Facebook group, for those who are interested. And it's like I said, it's going to be emotional foundation, and we're going to be going through our 7-step system. And
okay.
So I'm also going to do Eventbrite page. And so we do want people to sign up because it's you have to start the course from the beginning. So from the first, you have to start.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll put all that information in the comments so people can just click on it and make sure they get access to your group, and make sure that you put your we've been streaming the website down here the whole time. I'm sure that you've seen it if you've been watching. But make sure you put that in the comments as well so people can go visit you guys on your website today and check more about what you guys are doing.
Find comments.
Huh?
She didn't know where the comment box is, sir. So
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah. Well, it's been really cool. Chatting with you guys, getting to know you guys, and one of the reasons why I brought you guys on here is because I really believe in what you guys are doing, and I know you guys are helping people because of what you're doing, and I think that more people need to get to know you guys because you guys are really cool. So, gonna share this out to a bunch of places, and you guys can have the YouTube recording as well. If you want the raw footage, let me know. I'll get it to you as well.
We would love that.
I appreciate all your support, sir.
Yeah, you guys are awesome and amazing. Make sure you guys follow them, check out all their information, and I have a really good feeling this is not the last interview that we'll do.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, we'll do another one. I'd like to do another one. I would like to do another one with you guys on my personal page during prime time, and just really go into about something kind of controversial, like we kind of just talked about a couple of seconds ago.
Nice. Oh yeah,
David. Controversy.
Let's ruffle some feathers. All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thanks for watching. You guys